What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I am your host, Eric Pacheco, and I am running for president of IBEW Local Number 26. The election is ongoing. You're expecting a ballot soon. Check your mail. Make sure that you're checking your mail. If you don't get a ballot within the week or so, make sure you contact the finance hall, find out about your address, contact the election judge, and make sure that you request a ballot. Now that that's out of the way, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my last couple days. So yesterday I got a chance to visit a job site after work and talk to some folks at the park and ride where they meet, where they're bused off site. And I was struck because most of the folks that I was speaking to didn't really know there was even an election going on, which was like, wow, you would think that this is, it's an important time for our union. You would think that the membership would be talking about what's going on. So that caught me off guard a little bit. But I talked to the members that I got in touch with, and after I spoke to them about our election process and how we have 12,000 members, but you'll be lucky if you get 2,200 to participate in the election. That kind of widened their eyes, and I let them know that you're letting a very small minority control everything, and you're basically giving up your right to pick your representation. And they seem to get the idea once I was done speaking with them, the couple that I got to talk to. But I want to tell you a little story that you guys might not be aware of. In October of 2023, I got the bright idea after watching a YouTube video on the Majority Report. I don't know if you guys watched the Majority Report with Sam Seder, but I was watching it and they had a woman on. I can't remember her name offhand, but she started talking about contract negotiations because she's someone who worked with labor unions in negotiating collective bargaining agreements, and she had said something about the rules in contract negotiations and how some of them you don't really have to agree to, like ground rules. And it struck me, so I got the bright idea, hey, I know what I'm going to do. I want a motion for transparency during negotiations. I want a motion for us not to agree to ground rules that would bar the membership from knowing anything that's going on. And that was my idea. So I came to the union meeting on that October night and I presented that motion. And the motion was read, and that was it. So the first meeting is you read the motion. Afterwards, I made a video because I thought it was important for the members to know what was going on. So I made a video and I said, hey, I made a motion for transparency. If this is something you care about, you should come to the next meeting and make sure you're able to vote on it. Now, unbeknownst to everyone, myself included, that was something the membership really cared about. And when they found out about it, they started talking to each other about it. And organically, a groundswell of rank and file members showed up at the next meeting. Showed up in large numbers. And when the motion was called out of order, we appealed that decision to the meeting. I appealed that decision to the meeting. And the members overruled the calling of it out of order. Now, with that process complete, we were able to engage in debate. And what wound up happening, because the members were so engaged in the process, what wound up happening was a compromise that satisfied everyone in the building, and the motion for transparency passed unanimously. We don't get to that point without the membership taking an active role in their union. I say all of that to say this. This election is very important for the future of Local 26. There are a lot of different ideas out there. It's very important that you guys talk to each other about the election. I'm running on a 10-point plan. I will put my 10-point plan in the description box for anyone who's interested in reading it. But we have to discuss what's going on, make sure we're committed to voting. Right now is the most critical time because the ballots are in the mail. They're coming to your homes. So you need to be checking the mail and making sure whether your ballot's there or not. When you get your ballot, you make sure and you fill that thing out properly. Don't make any mistakes because it gives an excuse to have your ballot thrown out. Don't make any mistakes. Fill out your ballot correctly and make sure you send it back according to the directions as soon as you can. If we can get 5,000 members to vote, remember, it's rare that we even get 2,000. If we can get 5,000 members to vote, that would be beyond imagination. We have 12,000 members. We need everybody participating. So make sure you spread the word. Make sure you commit to vote, and make sure you talk to 5 to 10 people and make them commit to vote. And let's make this the most highly turned out election in Local 26 history. My name's Eric, you're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's gonna take solidarity to win always. Each one, teach one, get out there and reach one. And remember that we can't have a union without you and I, front and center. So let's go. Peace.